Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it is time to train a frontrunner. I have decided that I will go with old reliable, and old reliable, as you can tell, is Seiun Sky. We have the gold ship that we trained a few days ago. It was actually about like 5 days ago in real time, but in video time it was a few days ago. And now we are training here, well, Seiun Sky, one of my favorite Umas to use, who has been, oh god, she's probably been my most used Uma in Champions meetings. Ever since she first appeared all those months ago. I'll take the extra stamina. And because there is no golden recovery with Seiun Sky, we are going to try and find a lot of stamina, pretty much. This is going to be a very high stamina build because frontrunners do need that extra little oomph. I'm hoping to get the guts up along with the stamina. I'll take the speed. But because Sky is a 0 speed growth, we're going to also have to hit the speed when we can. And, like, right here. And thankfully, this time with the front runners, I can borrow an NTR, which means I can get Firm Course Menace. That is a lot of skill points, though, but thankfully, you don't need too many skill points with front runners. Of course, the only reason why we're running the Halloween Bourbon is taking the lead, is what we want. We just want to give ourselves multiple ways to proc the groundwork. My wit's a little low, so I'll take that. Alright, is there any worthwhile click? It's probably a good idea to get Fine Mo up a bit. And then after that, we are going to bounce to just a couple wit clicks. Even without people in there, I think it's just worthwhile clicking wit to make sure we can get as many clicks as possible. Yeah, we want the speed. Okay, I was gonna say we'll do another wit click, but then we ran into that. Alrighty, we get a little bit of boost from Flower there, which is nice. That is not a worthwhile wood click, so we will just rest. Alrighty, so the thing about front runners in this CM, well, front runners in general is, ooh, charming, nice. Front runners in general is that, hold on a sec. I want to just make sure something is still there, and it is. Okay, so recording should be about the same sound as usual. Frontrunners in this CM is that the Tokyo Yushin course, the Japanese derby, while they are viable and definitely can get you wins, late surgers or end closers are probably the way to go, just because of their... they get to take advantage of that final straight a lot more. So we will see here as there's absolutely really nothing here to buy, so I'll just buy those and activate the microphone. I said microphone, megaphone instantly. Ugh. As most people can tell, it is still early spring here in Canada, so the allergies are out in full force. I could definitely still feel my sinuses a little full. Oh, I hate when that happens. The NTR click might be good here, but I think I'm going to take the wood click into something else. Oh. So here I'm just going to take the power and energy. That card isn't likely to show up again. So it's best just to take the biggest boost there, which is the power and energy. Alright, so this race can be pretty goddamn difficult for frontrunners to win. We don't have practice perfect, so we will just click that. Alright, so this race can be pretty difficult for frontrunners. I am just going to hope for a good showing. And survey says... Oh, we won it. Nice. Seeking the Clocks wasn't too far behind me. Speaking of not too far behind, I was able to catch the Spring to No show last night just before going to bed. And it was one of the most ridiculous races I have ever seen. The race came right down to the wire to a near dead heat finish. But in the end, Croix de Nord ends up taking it over an absurd run from Württemberg at the end. And, like, it was a dead heat. They just gave it to Croix de Nord by a nose. Like, that was an insane race. And it's brought in the question of... Man, I love that Uma Musume has got me interested in horse racing. Because, like, the first race I watched was the Japan Cup last year. The one that Kalagdalan, the horse from Europe, won. That was an insane race. Then I caught the Arima-Kainen, which was, of course, fun. It's the Arima-Kainen. It is one of the races of the year. And, of course, I was able to catch a few others as it went on with the Satsuki show. Was great. Oh my god, that's annoying. The Satsuki show was great. The Oka show was great as well. And it makes me excited for what's coming up. I don't know if I will be catching the NHK Mile. I might. Nice win there by Seiun. If you are wondering about sparks for this run, I'm boring I am going to take a risk. Nice. I am boring a Marzinski. Alright, since I have a much better couple V bourbons that I can use, so I'm boring a Marzinski. That's pretty good. It's got 3 groundwork, but 5 medium. And then there's my V Bourbon, which isn't full on wit, but look at all those front runner skills, plus the TS climax scenario, plus 2 groundwork, so that's already 5 groundwork. I got 7 groundwork total, and I got about 7 medium, and I feel like that's good enough, especially because with getting this Maru with the combination of this one right here, I was able to get a mile, which is going to make things so much easier, as we have seen throughout the early bits of this campaign. As we can see. So, I got a lot of skills, a lot of whites that I can grab here. That would be really nice. So we'll go back to the agenda, click the top, because the top's always worth it. You want the consistent 20 energy reduction instead of maybe 10 or 25. And now we sadly can't... Okay, we might be able to train. We can train, nice. Alright, so we do not have the friendships as high as I would want, so let's focus on NTRs. And then over here, we'll just take those 2. Alrighty, let's get right out there, and we will take the Tokyo race, since we want stuff that benefits Tokyo. Since, of course, the Champions meeting coming up in a couple days is the... what's its name? The Japanese Derby. Sorry, I had just a brain fart of brain farts there. Alrighty, so we got some good stats. Oh, nice. And of course, Kita-san comes up. Back to the Spring to No show for a minute. The top two were Kita children, with Württemberg being a Kita-san block child as well. So it seems like both Kita and her son, his son Equinox, are probably going to get a little more happy plappy time. Let's go. Alright. We've got a good amount of stuff there. Let's see if we can have a perfect junior year. It would be really nice if I could have a perfect junior year. Right, game? You're gonna give me a perfect junior year, right? Fuck off. I knew it couldn't be that easy. Alright, well, we're gonna have to burn a clock. Well, no, burn the free one. I'm surprised at how little clocks I have wasted in Track Blazer thus far. And I've played a decent amount, especially before I started working the current job I am working. I used a lot of clocks. I've only used probably about 150-ish now. Like, I was building up clocks a lot before Track Blazer. I think my high total was 600? Alright, run. Okay, so, in terms of stuff, we definitely want that, You know what, I'll take that as well. Get the wit up. Alrighty. So we will do this. We have people, they're in good friendship places. If we can get Kita, Finemo, and NTR to good friendship training, that would be nice. Alright, Kita should be there. Finemo, this is the one we want. Alright, NTR is there. Good. Alright, I would love to run this weight race as well. Yeah, and we'll take a Tokyo one just to be safe. Hey, Anis Fujin. Again, we're at pretty good stat totals thus far. So it's a bit of a happy start. We're going to see what we could do. If we can get an early good inspiration, that would be nice. Sorry, I'm quickly looking at something. Anyway, if we can get an early good inspiration, that'd be nice. I think with the front runner, you definitely want to hit that mile S, and good. We're starting this event. That is nice. Okay, I think we do need that. We can get one white recovery. Moxie's a good recovery. Alright, in terms of clicks, that one's decent. That one's decent. NTR's good, so we'll take this one. We need to get Finemo as close as possible. Thankfully, we have Charming, which means we're getting a little more boost in our clicks. Alright. Okay, this is just a click. That guarantees that there, which is really nice. But we definitely will have to take this race. The Spring Stakes, right into the Satsuki Show. And then, depending on it, we might be able to sneak in a forfeit. Alrighty. So, we are in a very good position heading to the Satsuki Show. Can we get a good finish is the question. Ooh, nice. Needed another weight. Alrighty. Do we get an inspiration that will allow us to use this right away? Survey says... absolutely not. That was a terrible inspiration. Oh, that's so annoying. It's an RNG aspect of the game. I just have to accept. Even if it tilts me. Damn, that was a bad inspiration. We didn't get anything outside of stats. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well, we're gonna have to click those. We need something up for the next race. We do have Frontrunner Savvy and Tokyo Racecourse, so we do have things for groundwork. Alright, let's go win the Satsuki show. If I remember, Seiun Sky was a double crown winner, right? Triple crown Japan. Yeah, if I remember, Seiun Sky was a double crown winner. Yeah, double crown winner. It was the Satsuki into the Kika show with Special Week taking the Japan and Derby. And the next year would be, of course, the Road to the Top era with Opera O, Vega, and NTR. Alrighty, so we do have a decent amount. I wish you showed up before, you son of a bitch. Alrighty. Yeah, there's no reason to ever take sympathy there. What a useless skill that is. Ooh, energy. Okay, so we are going to have energy. To double check, the only one we do not have friendships that matters is Kita. I'll take a little energy. Alright, it is time for more races. Got to grab that. Bam! In terms of that, we got 2 megaphones. That's nice. I don't want to spend too much coin. Alright, we will run the NHK Mile Cup. And we will take it. Nice. Alright, so our speed isn't in the greatest of places right now, but I feel like we could turn that around. A good summer just turns that around, really. I'll take some skill points. Definitely want that. And I think that's about it. Alright, the Derby. The race Seiun Sky couldn't win in real life. Let's see if they can take it here. Again, we're in a good spot. I think we should be able to take the Derby here. Nice. Oh, another nose victory. Alright, we are going to have to run these Suda guaranteed, and then we may just have to ham-fist our way through the... Oh, we are definitely going to ham-fist our way through it now that we got that. That is awesome. Grab another megaphone. She definitely doesn't get as angry as you as a certain gold ship does. Jesus Christ. I swear gold ship was probably going to drop kick me into the universe. Alrighty. And we get it again. Nice. So we take out the Oguri cap. Now it's just about, you know, not dying. Parallel progress. Oh, we avoid it. That's good to know. And this gives us some energy to hopefully avoid even more damage. And fuck you, Hishi. Let's try this again. Get out there, Sky. Kick some butt. There we go. Alrighty, so we're on to the summer. It's really good. We should be able to tank whatever the hell we're about to get hit with. That was pretty good. Alright, we got a whistle. We got that. And that's about it, actually. So shops aren't great, but I will take what we can get. We will chug this and eat that. Yay! And we will send us into an awesome speed training to start. I think that's a lot of training effectiveness there. That's a near 80 speed training. That really helps out. And we get some corner skills. Even better. If I'm going to be real, I would much rather have no rainbow than rainbow in that. And instead, they bounce to wit, which is awesome. So we get the wit up as well. Come on, give me another good speed one. Oh, that wit one might be better. Alright, let's think. 3118. Yeah, this wit one's actually better. And now we can... Oh my God in heaven! The gods are with me in terms of the stats. That is... Oh, nice. Well, that definitely helps out the speed issues. We went up 200 speed points in that one summer. That is awesome. That is a lot of speed that is going to help us for sure. Now we'll take a look at here. Is there anything really worth it? Nope. Alrighty, Sky. Time to get back out there and kick some butt. Alrighty. Let's continue this. We are in a really good place stat-wise, so no matter what, it looks like I'm getting at least something good out of this run. Maybe we'll be able to find other things after. The hope is maybe the Falco groundwork card shows up. Or, of course, but then, of course, we definitely need medium S. Looking around here, nothing worthwhile. We will get out there and win the Saint like Keenan. Was it Kynan? I do not remember. Anyway, we won it. Nice. I do like that with this CM, I don't have to run El Condor Power. That was a little annoying in the previous CM. I don't think El Condor Power is that bad of a card. It's just not a card that I am used to running, if you get what I mean. So I am glad I do not have to run El Condor Power to give Seiun a chance to beat the Christmas Auguries. Okay, we are going to be training, and we will just click the speed. We are in a really good spot. We're almost done the curvature. We would like to see a little more of the bourbon one show up. I had a couple trainings over the week where I purposely ran Yukino Bijin, and she didn't fully show up. So it would be a little annoying if Bourbon didn't... Oh, I think she's haunting me. I definitely believe she's haunting me at this point. Alrighty. Let's see what we could do here. Round 2. Are you fucking kidding me? Please don't do this. There we go. My stamina's not even that low. I should have been able to easily win this, guys. Darn it. That's a little annoying. Okay, well, we ended up pulling out a win there. And here is Bourbon. I believe this is 10 speed? No, it's 5 stamina. Any worthwhile click there? Nope, absolutely not. There's nothing here that's worth it. So we are just gonna go run. And we will gallop to another victory. Alrighty, so we have continued to push forward. We got a good start going here. Ooh, felt that. Oh, first charm. Alright, we got curvature, which is always going to be useful. Ooh, and we got the 10-speed curvature. Nice. We really would like to... I'm just going to grab you. You know, it would be nice if, stuff that I need would show up. And depending on how this one goes, I might do a 5-er. I do have the ability to heal. Nice win there. Bonk, bonk. Do I really want to burn a 5-er here? There isn't really any training. Nah. I'll just take the recreation. Ooh, Netmaster. Cute. Alright, let's go win the Arima Kanan. Hey, we're up against Daiwa, who I believe won the Arima Kanan as a frontrunner. Well, it's ours this time. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be a good run. I feel it. I think that even if we don't hit the inspiration, we can at least turn it into a very good team trial Uma. Oh, you fiddle. I say that, but it would be nice if we get, you know, things that are fucking useful. I have 490 shop coins. I want to use them. Alrighty, well, we will take the race. Yeah, we'll take the race there. Up against Meisho Dodo Desu. Meisho Dodo Desu. Ooh, 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 doo doo doo. Netrena-san. Doo doo doo. Alrighty, so we're definitely going to want to train here. And the question is what? I think we want to click this. That's 10%. We'll take the risk. Hishoni Gambado. Yuri. And we'll look at you. You're a power click. You are not worth it. Oh shit, you might actually be worth it. That's 40. You know what? You're worth it. Let's just turn it into a good click then. I just realized something. We haven't even seen NTR's event yet. Come on, game. Can we get through? Like, we need to go through 2 more NTR events, 1 more V-Bourbon event for the skills we desperately need. Is this game gonna annoy me by giving me medium S groundwork and not giving me that? Or are we just gonna try to turn you into a team trial Luma? Definitely want the stamina because we do need to get it pretty high, and that is looking to be a problem right now that I think about it. I can take 950 stamina with a white recovery or two. Maybe 900, but like we need to get the stamina higher now. Ooh, kale, nice. You are definitely a kind person. We will definitely take wit. Alright, so now we are at the Osaka High. We have so much Fs. We have a ridiculous amount of coins. It's a little annoying if I'm going to be real. Alright, so we are going to make the run here. I do not care about the 3 races. We don't have anything else. We will click that and we will run. And it is a good run. So 650, maybe 680 on good luck with the inspiration. Alright. Alright, let's see a good inspiration. In all hopes, I'd like to just see groundwork and medium S, but if you're Team Taraluma, you're Team Traluma. I got nothing. Alright, we're going to try to make you a Team Traluma while seeing if we can hit the stats. That is annoying. I really do think I'm not going to be able to use that Maruzensky. Just because I don't think she has enough medium. But, like, we'll give it a try again after this. I think, like, when I think about it, right, scrolling down, there's 3, 5, 7 medium, and 7 groundwork. That should be enough. But I guess it just isn't. We are going to make sure we do this. Another annoying thing is I'm probably not going to have the same luck as I did with some things. Hey, it is what it is. I'll take some speed. Alright, let's see if you can win the Spring to No Show. Hey, we got the Tenno Show. You know the funniest part is we got S in front runner when we have 2 front runner. Sometimes the inspirations make 0 sense. Alrighty. I was a little bummed out there. I'm kind of annoyed about the inspiration, but hey, what can you do, right? It is what it is. We'll just see if we could get this into better than what my current Seiun Sky and team... Okay, for the love of God, can you give me anything? I have 600 coins! Sorry about that. We will rest here just to be safe. And we will take on 2 races here. Alright, but this is just a test to see if this deck can hit the stat threshold. Because there's no way I can do anything else with it right now, it seems. Alright, Takaruzuna Kainen. Alright, Seiun Sky. Runs it again. So, a good run there. Again, this race-wise has been absolutely perfect. And the fact that this can't be a Champions Meeting runner because it doesn't have Groundwork or Medium S is kind of depressing. And then all of a sudden I get the front runner inspiration when I don't really have like I have 2 front runner. It's just tilting a bit, if you get what I mean. But it is what it is. We will have to burn that to make sure we have great training. Alright, let's see what we could get hit with. And what we get hit with is wit early. So we will wit it up. Alright, that's a good wit training. What about over here? That is just a casually absurd training. Like, who knows? Maybe I won't hit them in the next one, but, like, that's just another 100 points training. Okay. I will take that. Hold on a sec. I need to check something. No, that was stamina. And I will take that. Yeah, speed is different than one I want, and I will use this just to be safe. Ugh. I think this just is a run that is a bit cursed. Like, it is just a bit cursed. But what can you do? Another good win there, at least. Like, I don't even think this could beat my, Team Trial Zuma unless I get, like, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Oh, hi, good for you to show up now. Glad, I'm so happy. We'll trick that. Alright, get that again. Like, damn, this isn't even gonna beat my fucking... Ah, it's so annoying. Yeah, we got 2 of those at least. Hey, what do we got here? Anything useful? Absolutely not, because God fucking hates me at this point. Oh my god, this is... definitely not a lucky run, to say the least, considering how much, in terms of coins, I've had throughout most of this race. Bow! Alright, so we're gonna try to win here against the very adorable Yaino Mateki. If you are wondering, I am just leaning back in my chair at this point because I am depressed at the way this run went. Because, to be honest, with the way the stats have been going, This should have been my Champions Meeting ace, but it's not going to be because of luck. The RNG just was not on my side this run, that is a for sure. If that. We should have 2 or 3 megaphones now. Okay, we have more than enough megaphones. We still would like one more view. Alright, up against Sweepy, the Sweep Toshonator. Another run there. More corner skills. Alright, let's win the Japan Cup. Come on, Sky. Oh, nice. Alright, are we gonna get any cupcake relief? Alright, we have more than enough things there. We do have that. Do we want to just say... Yeah, but then we won't have any cupcake relief, maybe. I think it's better just to play it safe and make sure we have great training for the final 3 trainings. And I will click this Artisan Hammer. Bang! Oh, hey, Mommy Creek. Oh, let's see. Is the stats I want with this deck possible? Yes. I also do oh wow, we ended up getting Cupcake in the end. Nice. Oh, sorry about that. That was a yawn and a half. Alright, let's see some hammers. Well, it looks like we're only going to get an Artisan out of that. We'll click the 2 stamina manuals, and we'll grab you just in case. Alrighty, let's take a look at what day 1 of our final training is going to be. It is garbage. Actual garbage. Damn it. Let's just take the power then. Maybe we'll get a better one in next run. I know, Yonik. Alright, let's use the Artisan first, and then use the 2 Masterworks next. Oh, sorry about that. I got real yawny all of a sudden. Alrighty. Well, again, this is going to be a really good run. I don't think it's going to beat my team trial, Seiun Sky, but it might come close. And also when you get clicks like that. Never mind. Wow, that was a lot of wit. Okay. Again, I feel like I can win the Champions Meeting if I can get to 1150 speed. Of course, you want to get to max. But it looks like we aren't going to hit max. But that may just have been bad luck. We're going to hit max power, surprisingly enough, which is very funny when you think about it. Alrighty. So we'll do this, this, and that. So we're ended up going to be about like 1130 speed, which isn't terrible. Just didn't hit the speed trainings that we wanted. Honestly, if we flip the power over for the speed, I have no problem taking this into a champions meeting if we ended up getting the groundwork and that. So a nice run to end it. Nearly 900,000 fans. Nearly 1,000 speed, power, and wit too. Alrighty, so let's get some clicks in. We will click non-standard distance, wet conditions, curvature, taking the lead. I like escape artist. In terms of medium. Wow, we really do not have any medium skills. Wow, we did not have a lot of medium skills. We got a bunch of mild skills. And I'll do that. Homestretch haste isn't bad here. And we'll grab Tokyo. And then we'll grab that. Alright, let's see what we got. Decent SS. Got... don't mind that. I just wish it was on a usable one. Oh, well. That wasn't a bad run. It was just a sad run. Alrighty. So, as most people will know, the next one we will make another attempt at creating a Seiun Sky for the Taurus Cup. As we have finished off that, which is nice. If you're wondering, let's take a look at it. This is my Seiun medium, and like, she's got firm conditions and all that. The only problem is I think the stamina is just a bit too low. I mean, this is a Saiyan medium that I think I actually just used for the Champions meet. This is another Saiyan I've done that just will not be able to compete. Right now, this is the bourbon for the Champions meeting, but I'll probably try to do something a little more even and whatnot. Yeah, no, these are a couple Marzeng skis I've done while trying to get UG. Came pretty close sometimes. Anyway, this is going to be it for this video. I am going to record another one and give it a try. Alright, again after. So, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. This is Marcel signing off.